There are so many different types of strings you can be using, so let's talk about what one's the best. Hey everyone, this is my most asked question, which is what type of string I use. Before we get to that, let's talk about this crystal text string. This is definitely the most common string I see. It's the same string you get from the Amazon kits, but there's one problem with it, and it's the same reason why we don't use it, is it's kind of hard to use. It's hard to tie a knot. Yes, you can tie a billion knots and then slather it in nail polish or super glue to make it stay, but then you have a knot that's super thick. So we won't use any of the string on any of our bracelets, but it is good for phone charms because you can take that knot and tuck it into a bead. I do like the little extra stretch for the phone charms, and it's super easy to attach it to your phone. But I definitely will stay away from making bracelets, anklets, and necklaces with the string. Another string that people use for phone charms is this string right here, and this is actually just wax cord. I preferably like the stretch. I have made phone charms before. People also use bracelets to make this, like the Pura Vida bracelets. This is the same exact cord. But getting to the question of what string we use for all our bracelets, and it's this elastic string. I absolutely love this string. It's super stretchy, super durable. It's so easy to tie, and when you tie it, that knot is super tiny. It tucks into any bead. The string's on Amazon. You could also get it off of Shein or Temu for super duper cheap. But this has been seriously such a good option for the small business that we have. I'll link it below, as well as some other products we use for our small business in the description. Now let's talk about this string. This string is actually the same exact string as our elastic string, but it's colorful. I've only used it a couple of times, but that's just because it's out of sight and out of mind. Moving on to necklaces, we actually use the same string for our bracelets. I love the string for necklaces as well. I know some people use this really fine, it's like metal for necklaces. It's great, but it also can break just like any other string. My sister actually just had a necklace out of this string and it just broke. If you use this wire string, you also have to add glass to your necklaces, but if you use the other string, you don't, and it will just stretch right over your head, and it's so nice. And yes, you can still add nail polish onto that knot, but we don't, and there's honestly no need to. All of this is just my personal preference and what we do for our small business, but seriously, the string has been my favorite and my sister's favorite. I love it so much, and I don't think I could go back. If I had to go back, I would probably just stop making bracelets. Seriously, feel free to ask me any questions. I'll do my best to answer them, and thank you so much for liking and subscribing.